The Galactic Concord had always been the ultimate authority in the Milky Way, a union of ancient, powerful civilizations that dictated the rules of engagement for all species. Their enforcement arm, the Vrahk Collective, was a race of ruthless enforcers who acted without mercy, ensuring no upstart species dared challenge the status quo. Humanity was new to the galactic stage, regarded as an amusing anomaly. The Concord dismissed Earth as a minor player, barely worthy of mention. Even when humans began expanding rapidly, colonizing moons and planets with remarkable efficiency, the Concord didn't intervene. But when humanity discovered Elysium Prime, a resource-rich world on the Concord's border, everything changed. Elysium Prime was considered sacred territory, a world deemed off-limits by Concord law. The moment Earth began mining its crystalline forests and extracting the rare vecronite from its glowing rivers, the Concord declared humanity in violation of intergalactic treaties. The Vrahk Collective descended upon Elysium Prime like a storm. Massive warships filled the skies, their hulls bristling with weapons capable of obliterating entire cities. They broadcast their demands across the human colonies. Surrender Elysium Prime, or Earth will burn. On Earth, the United Global Defense Council convened an emergency session. The situation was dire. The Vrahk Collective had an undefeated record, and their technology far surpassed anything humanity had developed. The logical choice was surrender, yet Admiral Marcus Vale, commander of Earth's fleets, stood firm. "They see us as weak," Vale said, his voice steady. "If we surrender, they'll never stop. Every colony, every resource, every future world we settle. They'll take it all." "And if we fight?" a senator asked nervously. Vale's expression hardened. "Then we show them what humanity is capable of." The Vrahk Collective gave humanity a week to comply. Earth used every second to prepare. The colonies united under a single banner, pooling resources, technology, and manpower. Hidden within asteroid belts and deep space facilities, humanity's secret weapons came to life. The Resolute Fury, Earth's flagship, was the crown jewel of this effort. Unlike the Vrahk's massive lumbering warships, the Resolute Fury was sleek, fast, and brimming with experimental technology. Its core was the Aegis Engine, a system capable of generating energy fields that deflected even the most advanced weaponry. When the week ended, the Vrahk Collective's fleet arrived at Elysium Prime, their ships blotting out the sky. High Warlord Vrahk addressed the human defenders, his voice reverberating across the colony's communication channels. "You have chosen defiance," Vrahk said. "Now you will learn the price of such foolishness." Admiral Vale's reply was simple. "Come and find out." The Vrahk's assault began with a devastating bombardment. Their ships rained plasma and antimatter warheads upon the human defenses. Elysium's orbital stations crumbled under the onslaught, and the ground forces scrambled to respond. But humanity wasn't fighting alone. Hidden within Elysium's atmosphere were the Ghost Wings, a fleet of stealth fighters equipped with cloaking devices and EMP weaponry. They struck the Vrahk fleet from within, disabling key ships before disappearing back into the clouds. Vrahk watched the unfolding chaos with growing frustration. "What is this? Their fleet is inferior. How are they doing this?" The answer lay in humanity's tactics. Unlike the rigid strategies of the Concord, Earth's forces were adaptive and unpredictable. The Resolute Fury appeared on the battlefield, leading a coordinated assault on the Vrahk's command ship. Vale's voice rang through his fleet's comms. "Target their supply ships and carriers. Cut off their reinforcements. Leave them stranded." The human fleet moved like a school of predatory fish swarming and overwhelming individual Vrahk ships. They attacked weak points with precision, avoiding direct confrontations with the larger dreadnoughts. On the bridge of the Resolute Fury, Vale monitored the battle with laser focus. His tactical officer, Lieutenant Arias Solis, reported a critical opening. "Their flagship is vulnerable, sir. We can take it out with a direct strike." Vale shook his head. "Not yet. Let them think they're in control. When they commit everything, we'll make our move." As the battle raged, humanity revealed more of its hidden arsenal. Automated drone swarms overwhelmed Vrahk fighters, while orbital platforms launched kinetic strikes that pierced even the toughest Vrahk armor. The tide of the battle began to shift. The once invincible Vrahk fleet faltered, their formations breaking apart under the relentless human assault. In the Concord's grand chamber, the alien leaders watched the battle unfold in stunned silence. Humanity, the species they had dismissed as primitive, was standing against their enforcers, and winning. "This isn't possible," one counselor murmured. "The Vrahk have never been defeated." "Perhaps it's time we reconsider Earth's place in the galaxy," another said, their voice laced with unease. Humanity's forces pressed their advantage, but the battle was far from over. High Warlord Vrahk, enraged by the mounting losses, ordered his fleet to regroup for a final decisive strike. "This ends now," he growled. "Deploy the Annihilator." The Annihilator was the Vrahk Collective's deadliest weapon, a massive ship capable of destroying entire planets with its singularity cannon. It emerged from hyperspace, its shadow enveloping Elysium Prime. On board the Resolute Fury, Vale's gaze hardened. "They've brought their monster," he said grimly. "Good. Let's show them what we've been saving." Humanity had fought brilliantly, but the real battle was just beginning. The Annihilator loomed over Elysium Prime like a harbinger of doom. Its singularity cannon, capable of ripping apart planetary cores, began to charge, drawing energy from a network of conduits that pulsed with an ominous crimson light. The Vrahk fleet regrouped around it, forming a defensive perimeter that bristled with firepower. On the Resolute Fury, Admiral Marcus Vale observed the tactical display, his jaw set with determination. "They've committed their superweapon," he said, his voice steady. "Now, they've exposed their weakness." Lieutenant Aria Solis turned from her console, her expression grim. "The Annihilator's cannon will be ready to fire in 8 minutes. If they target Elysium Prime, the colony won't survive." Vale nodded. "Then we don't give them 8 minutes. Deploy the Aegis Spire." The Aegis Spire was humanity's ultimate contingency, a massive satellite station equipped with experimental gravimetric disruptors. Hidden within the rings of a nearby gas giant, it had been waiting for the right moment to strike. As the Vrahk concentrated their forces around the Annihilator, the Spire emerged, its disruptors activating in a surge of energy. The disruptors unleashed a wave that rippled through the void, warping the space around the Vrahk fleet. Their defensive formations collapsed as ships were thrown off course, their targeting systems scrambled. On board the Annihilator, High Warlord Vrahk slammed his fist against his command console. "What is this treachery?" "Gravimetric interference," a Vrahk officer shouted. "Our systems are destabilizing," Vrahk snarled. "Stabilize the cannon. We'll destroy them with sheer force." Humanity's fleet moved in for the kill. The Resolute Fury led the charge, weaving through the chaos as its weapons tore into the disoriented Vrahk ships. Earth's smaller frigates and drones targeted the Annihilator's conduits, severing the energy flow to its singularity cannon. "Admiral, the Annihilator's shields are weakening," Solis reported. Vale leaned forward, his voice sharp. "Concentrate all fire on their power core. We don't stop until that cannon is offline." The battle reached a fever pitch. The Vrahk, known for their ruthless efficiency, were now fighting in desperation. Their flagship, once an indomitable force, began to falter under humanity's relentless assault. On the surface of Elysium Prime, colonists watched the battle unfold in awe. The sky was a tapestry of fire and light as humanity's fleet engaged the enemy. For the first time, the people of Elysium felt hope. Hope that they wouldn't just survive, but triumph. As the Annihilator's systems continued to fail, Vrahk refused to retreat. "Activate the core override," he ordered. "If we fall, we take them with us." The core override was a last-ditch measure, designed to turn the Annihilator into a massive bomb. If activated, it would annihilate everything within 100,000 kilometers, including Elysium Prime. On board the Resolute Fury, Solis's console lit up with warnings. "Admiral, they're overloading their core. If it detonates, we'll lose everything." Vale's mind raced. "We need to disrupt their core before it reaches critical mass. Target the reactor directly. Full power to the Aurora array." The Resolute Fury surged forward, its engines glowing as it pushed through the Vrahk defenses. The ship's Aurora array fired in a brilliant arc of energy, striking the Annihilator's reactor. The explosion was immediate and catastrophic, tearing through the Annihilator in a chain reaction of destruction. The detonation sent shockwaves across the battlefield, scattering debris and disabling nearby Vrahk ships. Humanity's fleet pulled back, regrouping as the remnants of the Vrahk Collective fled in disarray. The battle was over. Humanity had not only defended Elysium Prime but had shattered the Vrahk Collective's power. High Warlord Jorvek's flagship was no more, and the once unstoppable enforcers of the Galactic Concord had been defeated. On the Resolute Fury, Admiral Vale addressed his crew, his voice filled with pride. This wasn't just a victory for Earth. This was a victory for every world that has lived in fear of tyranny. Today, humanity taught the galaxy that we are not prey. We are a force to be reckoned with. News of the battle spread rapidly. Across the galaxy, oppressed civilizations cheered humanity's defiance. The Galactic Concord, stunned by the defeat of its enforcers, was forced to reconsider its treatment of younger species. For the first time in centuries, the balance of power began to shift. Earth's name became a symbol of resistance, a rallying cry for those who dared to dream of freedom. Humanity, once dismissed as insignificant, had changed the galaxy forever. The day humanity taught aliens to fear Earth wasn't just a battle. It was the beginning of a new era among the stars.